Alright, welcome back to the channel, and I got another Shimakaze game. I know that's hard to believe. Probably feature a fair amount of Shimakaze games, but I do play the boat a lot, and I really enjoy it. It's I don't think it's an easy ship to play, but when you do get in it, it's a blast. And this is a few games after another crazy Shima game that I got a double strike. I'm gonna upload that shortly, and then this video should follow. So I spawn above the A cap, and there's a Worcester, a Musashi, and a Turpitz here. So I tell them that I'm gonna head down and scout the flank, and head down the west side here to spot for these guys. Yeah, I mean, that's my intentions. It's funny, oftentimes when I'm not playing a DD, you hear people complaining about the DDs not doing this, not doing that, blah blah blah, and here I am, willing to do my actual job and not just farm damage or go off on some crazy ass map edge hunt for a CV or who knows what. So many times I see DDs in the back behind where the enemy would have spawned, just chasing one single ship, which is really crappy because you can't really do much from behind. But you'll notice the Worcester is slow to load. He does manage to load up. I basically typed in chat, "Worcester, are you with us?" And of course he sits there for what, almost 2 minutes, and then they start moving. So yeah, typical World of Warships. The funny thing is, I'm looking at these guys on the map, and I'm like, why would the Musashi be pushing into that location? Even the Worcester heading there now. It's a little bit late in the game, so whatever. Typical World of Warships gameplay. What you can expect from random battles, and that is nothing from nobody. I hate to say that, but it appears to be the case. I'm just kind of putting torps out on a couple of these ships, the Zao, the Republic. And now you'll notice that the ships that headed down to the island, the minute they saw more ships, they immediately turned out and basically left me here. And I mentioned that in chat. Instead of saying something, hey, we're backing off or something, they just turn out and they go. That Worcester literally went one grid square-ish south and then turned out and immediately started running. So anyways, I'm not going to dwell on the bullshit because there's so much of it now, it doesn't even matter. But our Turpitz is taking a big hit. Our Musashi's in rough shape, I believe, also. And I'm spotted. And that's not really good because there's a bunch of ships over here. So the enemy team has a couple of Kageros, and there's only one ship that can outspot me, and that would be the Kagero. So I pretty much know who's around, and it's going to be kind of a pain in my butt. So the enemy's taken the A cap. Our Musashi, our Turpitz, and our Worcester have totally taken off and left me here to, I guess, fend for myself. But that's alright. These, for some reason, these are really games that I seem to do really well in. I don't know why. So I'm going to open fire on this Kagero, put a couple shots out on him, and then smoke up, accelerate, and get the hell out of here. There's really too many ships on my tail to be here, sitting here in smoke and continuing to fight, especially with that Zao. I don't want nothing to do with the Zao. So, yeah, like I said, I find that in some of these games where I'm literally on the I'm backpedaling. I seem to do really well. I think it's easy for the enemy to get complacent. The good thing is I know I'm spotted here, but I also know this Kagero is not going to be able to keep up with me speed-wise. So once I get a little distance here and I get my angle, I can start just heading away from him, and I should be able to outrun him. So again, you know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the game, this isn't what I want to be doing. But as you can see, our Worcester is still on the C line, way too far back to have any use of his hydro, his radar. If this had been a CV game, his AA would be in the same boat. We get another couple torp hits. So at this point, I think I've hit the Zao with 2 torp hits and the Missouri with 2 torps. So, not a bad amount of damage considering what's been going on in this game for me. But again, I'm going to continue to fight on. I'm not really going to give it up. I'm very frustrated that people play like this. And I equate this to lack of skill. I truly do. I believe these people, when they see overwhelming numbers or whatever, they actually have no idea what they should do. They literally just run away. You know, if that means turning out and going broadside to a battleship, so be it. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, we've all made the turn of shame, but I don't know. It's a little frustrating from my standpoint, especially when you're a DD doing what you're supposed to be doing and nobody supports you. It's so annoying. But anyways, I'll move along. Putting some torps out on this Republic. He was following me and then turned in a little bit and started headed east. So I'm kind of hoping that he'll stay within range of my torps and I can maybe land a couple torps on him also. Again, I'm going to continue to put distance. Here's where I change it up a little bit. I like to do what, or try to do what the enemy won't expect, and I don't suspect. I think the Kagero stopped chasing me because he can't catch up with me, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to push back into them. My torps are probably not going to be any good because it does look like that Republic continued to head south instead of just due east, but oh, look at that surprise Kagero, and then we do manage to land a torpedo hit. So on the Republic. So damn, that's 6 torpedo hits and 1 kill, and now 1 kill was a Kagero, which is awesome because that dude was the thorn in my side. He was being a pain in the ass the whole time I was on this flank. You can see our Musashi is now over by the sea cap, which we've had for like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. I don't even know how long it's been. I believe our Tirpitz is gone. I think he went down. And our Worcester, where is he? I don't know, look on the mini map. It's hard to see in the game. He looks like, I don't know. Oh, there he is. He's at B. Which is being contested now by the enemy. They've basically taken it back. So I had this Republic who is sitting bow in and reversing, which is a horrible tactic for the Republic. With only 4 of its guns in the front, it's kind of a stupid play. Also have this Zao. I think it's a Zao. Yeah, it is the Zao that I hit earlier with a couple torps backpedaling and kiting out in the same direction. And this is going to be a pretty good strike here. I get a torp hit on the Zao that takes him out, and then I get 2 more torp hits on the Republic, and that was just for the first 5 torps. And then another torp from the second wave finishes off the Republic. So just missed a double strike, which is funny because, like I said, I'm putting up a double strike video also, and I also had a crazy one yesterday, which was a double strike. It's a double flesh wound. It's a flesh wound, double, it's a flesh wound, blah, 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 tongue twister there for me. So, anyways, yeah. We got a ship lead, but we are losing the B-cap. And just like that, yeah, I don't know. The game is kind of in an awkward position. I'm looking down on the mini-map, and I see that the C-cap is completely unoccupied, unguarded, and they just took the B-cap back. So I don't have a lot of confidence in my team's ability right now to actually win this game. I don't think we have this wrapped up. So I'm joking around in the chat saying the Shima beast mode on the flank with no support, and you know, I have taken 3 ships out on this flank and did a lot of damage to that Missouri. So I've been doing my part, that's for sure. So I'm gonna push down. We're trading ships now. Our Musashi took out their Yamato, and their Kagero took out our Cossack, it looks like. So we've traded a couple of ships here. Trying to get these guys to do something other than to sit in the back. Our Musashi is coming back this direction, which is so ridiculous. He literally left the A flank, went all the way to the C flank, turned around, and now is running from the C flank. Yeah. Obviously somebody who knows how to play the game. So, anyways, I'm going to take the A-cap back. I figure if we can take this back, we're still going to be in pretty good shape as far as points go. And, you know, we got a slight lead now, even if we trade a ship. And I think the Musashi and... I don't know. I don't know if the... I think there's another very low health ship. So anyways, regardless, I think if we lose another ship and we gain this cap, we should be in good shape. At least have a chance to keep our points lead and win this match or game. And just as I say that, they step into the C cap and start stealing that back. What are you going to do? Smoke up. I take a couple pot shots. I put a very wide spread out there. I was hoping this Prince Eugen would actually turn and start heading east. Of course, he completely turned the other way. I don't know if it was his Hydro or the spotter plane that's up in the airfight or whatever it is. We lose our Alsace, and you'll notice that our Edinburgh is heading towards North Carolina. I don't know why you would do that. I type in chat for him to run, and I ping the map, and one of our DDs chimes in that he's coming to help, but it doesn't matter. The Edinburgh's gone. Poor play on his behalf. It's funny, some of these guys will push into overwhelming numbers, otherwise others will just run. But whatever. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's so frustrating. But you can see the game is a lot closer now. We only have about a 30-point lead. And that said, we are in the process of taking the B-cap back. So, assuming that we don't lose any ships, especially this Musashi, which is fucking aggravating, I asked him to go dark. I mean, he's low. He's trying to farm damage off the Prince, and you know he's gonna throw a ship away, which is gonna really skew the points. And it just boggles my mind. It's like people don't know the basics of this game. So I'm kind of hoping he'll stay there and stay dark, and you know, maybe we can buy some time and add some points to the clock. The NC is very low. There is a Cleveland over here that's in pretty good shape, and their Shima and our Shima are having dueling torpedo salvos here. That is a lot of torpedoes going both ways. I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to try to give this Shima a hand. It doesn't look like he got hit by a torp, but he's taken... Oh, maybe the Cleveland hit him pretty good. He's definitely took a big salvo there and lost a fair amount of his health. We land some shots on that Shimakaze. Fire another salvo. Better hit that time. Our other Shima smokes up. Get another 1400 in that salvo. Trying to finish him off. And I got another 1000 damage, but I don't finish him off. So luckily our Shima smoked up before he died, which is awesome. Of course the Cleveland hits me in like one shell and gets me on fire. I'm going to put some torps out into that smoke. It's hard to say if the Shima stayed in it. It doesn't look like it, but he may have. Either way, that NC looks like he's going right for it. So, again, it's nothing's guaranteed with torpedoes, but you know, maybe we could slow him down a little bit, or get a lucky torp strike. So, the Shimakaze comes up, and I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna take a shot here, even though the Cleveland's pretty close. That's too juicy of a low health target to let get away, especially considering the strike power that the Shima has. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get him. That sucks. I mean, that guy can basically, one torpedo can take out our Shima, our Kagero, our Musashi, and he's surely capable of dev striking a Yamato if it goes unchecked. We do have about a 100-point lead now, so we're in a little bit better position with the B cap and the A cap in our possession. You notice the Kagero's going back into the fight. I probably just... And those are Shima. If I was him, I probably would have just... And I think I pinged the map. Probably just go to C and take C. Why would you... And of course we lose our Musashi. And just like that, it's a 40-point spread. And I'm going to try to finish off this NC. Somebody shot at him, but I don't know who that is that's shooting at him and missing. Yeah, maybe the Kagero. But either way, that's my 4th kill. A little over 154,000 damage. Also note our Yamato, who basically came from the C flank, is pretty much full health. I mean, he may have healed, but he's in really good shape, which is kind of ridiculous considering, you know, we're 18 minutes into the game. And, yeah. By the way, that Shimakaze that was on my team that went down. Ooh. Low health enemy Shima pops up. And he torped the hell out of me. He torped radio location. I managed to bob and weave and beat all of his torps. And all we need to do is nick him, and that's going to be the end of his day, or his game. So, yeah. It's a nice little Kraken and a dev strike. Not a bad little game. I type in chat here that my back is a little sore, and I don't really care what people say in the game, but I feel like I carried this game, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, I did everything I could, that's for sure. One thing to note is that other Shima actually had 3 kills, so between the 2 Shimakazes, we accounted for 8 of the 11 kills. It's ridiculous. So, devastating strike, Kraken, 10 torp hits, 5 kills, and a solo cap. So, not a bad game at all. 154,000, pretty good damage. Base XP was 2737. The next player was the Worcester, and I don't even really know how he was there, but he must have done something that I didn't see because he's got 1752. But I literally have 1,000 points over the nearest player, almost 1,000 points. So again, a lot of heavy lifting there. 10 torp hits for 135,000 damage. A little bit in flooding, about 8K, a little over 8K. And of course the one cap. Basically sunk everybody we engaged with the exception of the Eugen and the Missouri, who we damaged pretty heavily. Took home about 300,000 credits and about 17,000 Elite Captain XP. So pretty good game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.